give people some time to join back in. Let me know if you have any questions as we get everyone going here. So as I was talking about, one of the big areas of interest for me tonight in tonight's game is going to be that size for Hartford and what they could bring to the table there. I was talking about Miroslav Stossel. He's a 6'10", 235-pound guy. He played center for Hartford last year. He was their starting center. But when I talked to Coach Gallagher just a couple weeks ago, he told me he's going to be a backup center, and they might even start him at the 4 spot this year. So you're going to see a guy, 6'10", 235, who's going to be playing all over the court. So it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do. Good defender, decent on offense. So it'll be interesting to see what we get out of Miroslav Stossel tonight. Now, this guy I'm really excited to see tonight on Hartford. Thomas Webley is his name, 6'11", 250 from New Zealand. And Coach Gallagher was really high on Thomas Webley. He said that this is a guy who's ready to go. He will start, and probably the best freshman that he's ever brought in at Hartford. So again, I'm really interested to see this battle of the bigs tonight. What is it going to look like? Who are we going to see in those matchups? I think, this was my third point that I was really looking forward to in today's game is going to be this battle of the bigs. We saw a lot of Adama Sanogo last game, and rightfully so. He really put together a great game, 8.7 boards. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do tonight when he's forced to go up against some more size. Again, Central last game had no one above 6'8". So what are we going to see when he has to go up against some other bigs today, albeit possibly some younger bigs or some less experienced ones there? What are we going to see out of Isaiah Whaley again? We saw, a typical game based on what we saw at the end of last season out of Whaley. Last game against Central, 12.7 boards. The one guy we didn't see any of really was Josh Carlton. Played just a few minutes there. But again, his size wasn't really needed. And I think this is a really good question coming here. Do you think we see more Carlton tonight, that it seems like a better matchup for him than CCSU was? Yeah, I do think we'll probably see a little bit more Josh Carlton. I think this game gives him more of an opportunity to really bang with some of these other big guys down in the paint, play to a little more of his strength. I know in the past, Carlton's done a great job of dominating some inferior front courts. But tonight against some of these other bigs, they're going to need his size. If these games are called any way like they've been called in the past, someone's bound to get into foul trouble. Someone's going to need to play those minutes. So I think we're definitely going to see some more of Josh Carlton tonight. Again, appreciate all these questions coming in. Continue to throw them in the chat here, and we'll get to them as time goes on. Do we have a starting lineup yet? I haven't seen one come through yet. Keeping my eye on my feed here just to be safe. And see, but no, I have not seen a starting lineup come through yet. It'll be interesting to see if we do have any changes tonight. I know Gaffney was the big surprise last week in him getting the start. Does he stay and get that start? Do we see Tyrese Martin maybe enter the starting lineup? One of my keys I was looking for last game was what were we going to see out of Tyler Polley? And I think we got a really great game out of Tyler last game against Central. 14.7 boards. If he could stay active like that, not only shoot the ball well, but if he can be active, rebound, play some good defense, he's going to be in that lineup. Hurley seems to really appreciate starting the seniors and the older players. So I think we are going to see some more of him tonight. So we'll see what this starting lineup does look like, though, once it does come out. Expectations for Tyrese Martin tonight. Yeah, I think this is going to be a game that he's going to be unleashed. You have to think, especially after being suspended for that first game, he's really going to want to come out of the gate strong. He's an experienced college player, so he's going to be used to the pace of the game, ready to go. So I think against an opponent like Hartford, I think Martin's going to be ready to go, and I'm excited to see what he can do. I think he's going to have a good game tonight. Let's see. Will UConn cover the 21.5 point spread? I think it's going to be a little bit of a tricky number tonight. I think it's going to end right around that number. I mean, Vegas pretty much nailed the Central spread last game. And I think this one's pretty close too. A stat I was saying earlier, and for those who haven't heard it, Hartford holds opponents to 27.5% from three. That's the second lowest opponent shooting percentage from three in all of college basketball. So UConn was shooting three pretty well last game. So depending on how good that Hartford defense is tonight, if they're going to make it tough, you can see this being a bit of a low scoring game. It's going to be a little bit more of a grind. UConn should be able to handle Hartford, though. Again, one thing that I think is in UConn's benefit is that they have a game under their belt. They've had some time to work out some kinks and gel a little bit. This is Hartford's first game. Their game against Merrimack was canceled due to a COVID on the Merrimack side. So it'll be interesting to see what this Hartford team comes out looking like. Again, definitely a step up in competition for them, but they've been taking Vermont to the wire in a couple games that they've played them in. We all know Vermont's a really good quality NCAA tournament team. So Hartford's not going to be afraid of UConn. I know they're really excited for this matchup. John Gallagher, their head coach, he's really well prepared. He's a great guy. He's going to have this team ready to battle. And they have won Power 5 matchups in the past. Just a couple years ago, they went to BC and beat BC. They beat Rutgers on the road. Last year, they beat Northwestern on the road. So this Hartford team's not going to be afraid of coming into Gamble and seeing a step up in their competition. I think they're really going to be ready to handle this. Bring up just a couple other points I'm looking to see tonight. Andre Jackson really impressed me last game when he made his first appearance in the game. He was definitely a little shaky, had a turnover too. Just didn't seem a bit right there, and to be expected. First game and some nerves, but once Coach Early took him out, had him come back in, he seemed to really just get in the flow, in the rhythm of the game. 4 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. So, excuse me. I'm excited to see what Andre Jackson can bring tonight. Coming in here, I like these. Over under 17 points for Book Night tonight. Book finished with 20 last game. I'm going to say under tonight. I think they're going to try to spread out the minutes a little bit more, especially with Tyrese Martin in there. So I think having Martin, not sure again if Gaffney is going to get the start. I think the minutes are going to start to get split up a little bit more. So I'll go under for Book Night just because I think they're going to try to get everybody a little bit more involved tonight. We got a comment here about seeing Andre Jackson get a little more comfortable with the ball. Yeah. That's definitely something I'm going to look for tonight. See, he did dish out 6 assists last game. So I think as he continues to play more and more, going to become more comfortable. And you're going to really see that athleticism pay off and see all that Andre Jackson can really bring to the table. I like this one. Front court MVP tonight. Let's see. I think I took Whaley last time. I'm going to go Whaley again tonight. I just think, Hartford does have a tall and big group up in the front court. I think Whaley's the guy that's going to step up and battle them out. He's got the experience. I think for Sanogo, this will be a really interesting test for him early on, going up against some quality big guys. Again, he didn't have to deal with that against Central, so how he handles that tonight will be interesting. But I want to know what you guys think. Take this front court MVP tonight. Throw your comments in the chat. I want to hear who you think is going to be leading the front court tonight. Cole putting up points. Like to see him be a bit more efficient. Yeah, let's see. What did he do last time? Let me see if I can pull that up quickly. Looks like we had 17. How many shots did he take? All right, 38.5% field goal percentage, 37.5% from 3. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what he could do tonight. Again, he's going to be hounded by Tracy Carter, who's a grad transfer from he's a grad transfer from Marquette, so a quality Big East player. Who's not going to be afraid. He's a 6-year guy. Coach Gallagher was joking with me that technically, since everyone who plays this year will have the opportunity to come back next year, he could be the first 7-year NCAA player. So he's a guy who's got the experience. He's played in the Big East. He's not going to back down from pestering RJ Cole. Set the record for Hartford last year for most steals for the team. So he is definitely going to be a factor tonight. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that pressure and how Cole reacts tonight. Yeah, on the front court question, yeah, I did kind of take the easy way out with Whaley and agree with you 100% on seeing Carlton step up again. It's going to be curious to see what Josh Carlton's role is going to be on this team. It seemed like he was pretty far down on the pecking order last game. Could that have just been because of matchups? Sure. But I agree. As a senior, you'd like to see Carlton go out with a good note and see him play well. Let's see what else we got here. Over under 4 blocks for Isaiah Whaley. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Pull up quickly the notes from last game. He had 1 block last game. Hartford's got some more quality bigs, so I'm going to go under here on the under 4 blocks for Whaley. So if you're playing along with the props that have come through here tonight, taking under 17 points for Book Night and under 4 blocks for Whaley there. What else we got here? Anyone else have any questions? If anyone wants to join, shoot me a note, and I'll send you over a link that you could join here. But again, I think this is going to be an interesting game. Playing around with the score. I'm going to go throw your score predictions in here. Kind of playing around here. I know we scored, we hit the 100 mark last time. Not sure if they'll get there tonight. Again, Hartford is a pretty tough defensive team. Let's see. I'm going to go 82-61 UConn. So that's a 21-point lead again. A win, again, that'd be right around that line that we've got of 21.5 tonight. This question here, will UConn D be better tonight? It better be. I know that's something Coach Hurley was pretty pissed about last game. Wanted to see him step up defensively. I guess if there's one positive to the defense being a little on the weaker side last game, his defense is the Hurley strength. So I have a lot of confidence that if anything needs to come together and improve, he'll be able to pull that together pretty quickly. What does UConn need to do right to win? Again, I think they've got to win that front court battle. It's a battle of the bigs tonight. Hartford's got a bunch of big guys. Can our bigs match those bigs? I know they're America East bigs, but these are big guys here. 6'10", 235, 6'11", 250. These are some big dudes here. So let's see what UConn will be able to do against those bigs there. Secondly, in terms of win, again, I brought this stat up earlier. Again, Hartford holds opponents to 27.5% from 3. If we could shoot well from 3, that'll be a big step in the right direction. And again, if that defense can clamp down. Hartford does have some new pieces this year. They're going to be implementing. Again, it's their first game of the season. So if the defense can step it up, play a bit better than they did against Central, then that'll go a long way towards securing things up and giving them that win tonight. Throw some comments in there if you've got keys you think for UConn today that'll help them take the game. But I think I went through my points there. Again, should be an interesting game. I'm going to go 82-61 UConn. Will Hartford play any zone? That's another question coming in. Yeah, Hartford's going to play a variety of different zone defenses there. So it's good they got some practice against Central last game. But yeah, you're gonna see a few different zone variations from Hartford tonight. Again, that's they play some matchup zone that'll make it tough on their opponents from 3. We'll keep this going for just another couple minutes here if anyone has any other questions or wants to get anything in. But again, I hope you guys are enjoying these. Trying to do them before each game, an hour before, just to give us a chance to connect. Can't do this in person, can't be at Gamble. So why not get together, have some fun, talk Husky hoops. So again, be sure to give a follow. You can follow me on Twitter. Just popped up my handle there. You saw that. You're watching the feed. At CT Scoreboard Pod is the podcast. You want something to listen to before the game, have my conversation with Coach Gallagher. You can listen to his thoughts on his team. Really goes through and breaks down every player on the roster there. So it's going to give you that opportunity really learn more about the team. Seeing this, yeah, UConn did struggle with zone in the first half against Central. Definitely seemed to come up with more of a plan to attack it in the second half. So we'll see how that matches up today against the different zones that Hartford's going to throw out at them. Any other questions here? Now we'll wrap this up, and appreciate everyone tuning out. Tweet me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Want to continue to do these. Have a lot of fun with them, and it's great to connect with everyone. So enjoy the game again. 82-61 is my prediction, and we'll talk later.